Google is racing against Facebook, and the U.S. is racing against China, and every group is racing against every other group. However you want to conceive of groups, this is to be the first one with incredibly powerful narrow AI.
Things are getting crazy. I thought it was a game when I was speaking on it on my channel. I don't know if y'all believe me or if y'all didn't realize, or y'all are too asleep and y'all are too stuck in this matrix, in this fake world, to realize what is really going on. But listen, man, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all seen a little clip of what I just posted, right? This guy that created Tesla, you know what I'm saying? That's speaking on it and tell you how crazy it is. So if people that create things are scared of what they're bringing and putting into this earth, then you ought to be scared. But listen, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak too much, you know what I'm saying, on it. But look, if y'all new to my channel, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, hit the post notification bell, and y'all tune into every video from here on out, because I'm gonna do nothing but spread positivity, which I've been doing on my channel. That's all I do on my channel. Man, y'all just let me know in the comment section below y'all thoughts on the video. Now let's get to the video.
We face as a civilization is artificial intelligence. I mean, last year, Go, which is quite a difficult game to beat, that people thought would never be beaten with by a computer, that a computer would either never beat the best human player or that it was 20 years away. And last year, AlphaGo, which was done by DeepMind, which is a kind of a Google subsidiary, absolutely crushed the world's best player. And now it can play the top 50 simultaneously and crush them all. So, just like that pace of progress is remarkable. Just talking about, making sure that there is awareness at the government level. I think once there is awareness, people will be extremely afraid, as they should be. But the thing that's most dangerous is, and it's the hardest to kind of wrap, kind of get your arms around, because it's not a physical thing, is kind of a deep intelligence in the network. He said, well, what harm could a deep intelligence in the network do? So, well, it could start a war by doing fake news and spoofing email accounts and fake press releases, and just by manipulating information. The pen is mightier than the sword. We're headed towards either superintelligence or civilization ending. Those like the two things that are that'll happen. Intelligence will keep advancing. The only thing that would prevent it from advancing is something that puts civilization into stasis or destroys civilization. So then we have to figure out what is a world that we would like to be in, where there is this digital superintelligence. All of us already are cyborgs. So you have a machine extension of yourself in the form of your phone and your computer and all your applications. You are already superhuman. But by far, you have more power, more capability than the President of the United States had 30 years ago. If you have an internet link, you have an oracle of wisdom. You can communicate to millions of people. You can communicate to the rest of Earth instantly. These are magical powers. The way we output is like we have our little meat sticks that we move very slowly and push buttons or tap a little screen. And that's just extremely slow. Compare that to a computer which can communicate at the terabit level. I think that the two things that are needed for a future that we would look at and conclude is good, most likely, is we have to solve that bandwidth constraint with a direct neural interface. I think a high bandwidth interface to the cortex.
In the next next 30 seconds, I'm going to show you how you can profit off of Amazon.
We normally talk about grid down, what things would be like in the absence of the power grid. But today I would like to talk about what things are going to look like with the complete opposite of that, which is going to be the smart grid. The futuristic smart grid that is determined by AI, automation, telecommunications, robotics, and the surveillance grid. Many people, for many different reasons, are moving off grid. Some are moving off grid because they're worried about environmental catastrophe, economic collapse, EMP, global conflict, non-sustainability. There's a lot of different reasons why people are choosing to disconnect from the power grid. However, this is a double-edged sword because on the one hand, you're becoming self-reliant, you're becoming self-sufficient, but you're also technically becoming obsolete, at least in terms of navigating the future smart grid. So to empower oneself, it's still important to know what it is you're up against and not just to retreat and to remain oblivious to the technological evolution that surrounds you, especially if you're on the opposite ends of that network in the future. It's important to have a familiarity with technology. Now, funny enough, a lot of people I know who are preppers work in some capacity in the digital world of things, whether it be city prepping, the urban prepper, full spectrum survival. All of these guys, Chris, Brad, and Cliff.
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years. Nobody listened. I was really going on the warning quite a lot. I was warning everyone I could. You met with Obama, and I met with Congress. I was at a meeting of all 50 governors and talked about just AI danger, and I talked to everyone I could. No one seemed to realize where this was going. They didn't quite understand it, or didn't think it was near term, or not sure what to do about it. It's going to be very tempting to use AI as a weapon. It's going to be very tempting. In fact, it will be used as a weapon. So the on-ramp to serious AI, the danger is going to be more humans using it against each other, I think, most likely. That'll be the danger. Yeah.
How far do you think we are from something that can make its own mind up, whether or not something's ethically or morally correct, or whether or not it wants to do something, or whether or not it wants to improve itself, or whether or not it wants to protect itself from people or from other AI? How far away are we from something that's really truly sentient?
Is there sort of like a collective AI in the Google sort of search, you know, where we're all sort of plugged in as like nodes on the network, like leaves on a big tree, and we're all feeding this network without questions and answers. We're all collectively programming the AI, and and Google plus all the humans that connect to it are one giant cybernetic collective. This is also true of Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all these social networks. They're giant cybernetic collectives. We are the biological bootloader for AI, effectively. We are building it. And then we're building progressively greater intelligence. And the percentage of intelligence that is not human is increasing. And eventually, we will represent a very small percentage of intelligence. We mentioned all those things, the sort of primal drives.
Mm-hmm.
There's all the things that...
Now that y'all see that video, man, yo, it's crazy. Like, they're trying to get rid of us, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to basically erase humanity, man. I mean, from the face of this earth, so that way they can create more robots, more artificial intelligence, more self-driving cars, and things of that sort, man. You know what I'm saying? In order to depopulate the earth. So if y'all seen that video, man, and y'all still think is BS or is bullshit, you feel me, as to what's going on, and y'all think that the video didn't make no sense that I put out there, then something is terribly wrong with y'all. Y'all need to be more woke, and y'all need to get y'all life together. You know what I'm saying? But like I always say, man, y'all stay wavy, y'all stay positive, y'all stay healthy, y'all eat y'all fruit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all drink enough water, y'all stay hydrated, and y'all do what y'all do, man. You know what I'm saying? Until next video, peace.